Hello everyone, in today's video we'll be doing a very bright light and energetic craft activity, cutting and pasting a slice of orange out of paper. This is a voice-only tutorial, so just listen, let your imagination run wild and let your hands follow the instructions. No need to look at the screen, no need to write down the steps, no need to worry about right or wrong, just give yourself some time to create and enjoy. Before we begin, think about a slice of orange. Not a whole round orange, but a slice that has been cut open, revealing the juicy, vibrant segments inside. A slice of orange often evokes a feeling of freshness and exhilaration, sometimes a memory of a summer afternoon, a glass of cool orange juice, or the pleasant aroma filling the air. When we cut and paste, now prepare your workspace. Choose a flat, well-lit surface where you can sit still for a few minutes without interruption. Take out several sheets of colored paper. You should have dark orange, light orange, or yellow orange paper for the orange flesh white, or very light yellow paper for the outlines between the segments, green paper if you want to add decorative details. Hold the orange paper. Use a pencil to draw a shape that looks like a half circle or a fan representing the slice of orange cut from the fruit. The outer curved edge should be a smooth round shape, and the straight inner edge is the cross-section of the orange. You don't need to draw perfectly, as real orange slices have very natural lines. Once you've drawn the outline, slowly cut along the lines. Cut slowly to feel the shape of the orange slice gradually take. After cutting out the main shape, place the orange slice on the table and observe. At this point, you have the basic outline of the orange slice. Next, we will create the segments inside. Take a pencil and gently draw curved lines radiating from the center of the orange slice, dividing it into many small sections like segments. These lines don't need to be too thick, just enough to serve as markers. Now take a lighter orange or yellow-orange piece of paper and draw and cut out small curved triangles according to each segment you've divided. Each piece of paper will represent an orange segment. You can cut each segment freely. They don't need to be exactly the same, as the small differences will make the orange slice look more vibrant. Once you've finished cutting, try placing the segments on the main orange slice. Next, we'll create the white border between the orange segments. Take white or very light yellow paper and cut it into thin, slightly curved strips. These strips represent the thin membrane between the orange segments. You don't need too many, just enough to create the illusion of clearly separated segments. Now let's start gluing. Lightly glue the back of each orange segment and stick them onto the main image according to the layout you've divided. Glue slowly, one segment at a time, so the edges don't shift. Then glue the thin white strips between the segments. At this point, your orange slice will look much clearer, brighter, and have more depth. If you want the orange slice to look juicier, you can create a light effect. Take white or very light orange paper, cut a few small teardrop-shaped or softly curved pieces, and then glue them slightly off-center onto some of the segments. These details will create the illusion of light reflecting on the wet surface of the orange slice, making the image more vibrant. Next, we'll work on the orange peel. Take a darker or slightly brownish orange piece of paper. Cut a curved strip along the outer edge of the orange slice. This strip represents the peel. Glue this strip of paper along the outermost curve of the orange slice. You can make the peel strip a little thick. Now observe your orange slice as a whole. If you want to add a touch of playfulness, you can draw a few tiny dots on the peel to suggest the rough texture of the orange peel. These dots should be very light and sparse, just enough to create a natural feel. Next, we move on to the background. Take the prepared background paper. The background color can be white light, blue light yellow, or any color that helps the orange slice stand out and feel fresh. Place the orange slice on the background, but don't glue it yet. Move it up, down, left, or right to find the position you find most. If you want to add more atmosphere to the collage, you can add some very subtle background details. For example, a few small light-colored dots representing water droplets or a few faint curves suggesting a lingering fragrance. These details should be minimal so that the orange slice remains the centerpiece of. Throughout the cutting and gluing process, maintain a slow and steady pace. This is a bright, energetic activity, but there's no need to rush. Each piece of paper placed down is a moment of focus, connecting with the present moment and giving yourself a gentle break. Once all the pieces of paper are glued, set the artwork aside and let the glue dry for a few minutes. While waiting, think about the feeling of biting into a cool orange, the sweet and sour taste spreading in your mouth, so refreshing and pleasant. The paper orange in front of you carries that same fresh and vibrant spirit. After the glue is dried, you can pick up the collage, tilting it slightly to feel the layers of paper and the overall composition. If desired, you can add a layer of cardboard behind it for added stability or frame it to decorate your study area, workspace, or a bright space in your home. A simple paper orange slice, though seemingly insignificant, evokes a feeling of joy and positivity. And so you've completed the paper orange slice crafting. The most important thing isn't whether the orange slice looks real, but the time you spent slowing down, focusing, and creating freely. From ordinary pieces of paper, you've created an image that evokes freshness and positive energy. Thank you for listening and following along to the end of the video. Hopefully, this voice-only tutorial brought you a feeling of lightness, joy, and comfort. If you enjoy this kind of slow-paced crafting, keep trying other colorful fruits or images. Who knows, from a small, pretty orange slice, you might find much joy and inspiration in your own creative journey. Enjoy your relaxing moments and see you in the next videos.